I sit at the bar, sipping an almost empty beer. A nice, thick German lager. I like domestic beer, but during World War II I developed a taste for German beer. There's something about the simplicity of it. A man sits down beside me.
Let me get McKinney's.
He looks familiar. Maybe it's just deja vu.
Looks like you got in a fight with a pack of wolves.
Bastards get me every time.
Maybe you should pick your fights a little better.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of picking my fights.
I know what you mean. I don't either, but you know what the difference between me and you is?
What's that?
You see, I don't mind it. For me, it's all about the fight.
I instantly recognize him. He looks exactly the same.
You see, when you have all these morals and ideals and principles, it just complicates things. It makes things personal when it's not about you at all. So you gotta learn that one of your basic animalistic instincts as a human is to hunt. Take pride in your prey. And it makes it a little more fun.
He's one of them. Just like me.
I'm guessing by the look on your face, I need no introduction.
Good guess.
You see though, circumstances aside, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Not because of the obvious reasons I'm here, but I've never really met someone like me. One of them. Let me get 2 shots for me and my pal here. 2 shots. So how much do you remember? Because that's like the hardest thing for me is remembering. I don't know what they do to you, but it's like every time you're starting over from scratch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like someone's telling you their story, except it's your story.
Exactly. That's a beautiful way to put it. It's even the big things and the important things, they don't want you to remember. They don't want you to remember anything except for your training, of course. Which, that's no big deal to me, but there's just certain things that I make sure to remember. You have any tattoos?
One, I got with the other guys in my unit while I was in the military.
And every time you look at that tattoo, what do you think about?
Think about how every one of those men gave their lives for this country.
And it doesn't matter where you are, who you're around, or what hooker you got blowing you. When you look at that tattoo, that's what you think. See, tattoos are like that. Visual cues. There's no better way to bring back a memory than a physical reminder. Now, see, every time I go out, I get the date of my assignment tattooed on my arm, along with another number. But for a guy like me who takes so much pleasure in what I do, it's important to have something to remind you of why you do what you do.
What's the other number?
Oh, that's the body count.
He's insane. He's the epitome of evil.
Yeah, right here. September 10th of 76. Remember it like it was yesterday. Had to take out this one guy, and I got real lucky. He happened to be home with his entire family. Family of 5. I mean, I spent weeks in the place. They had to practically drag me out. Yes, the body count speaks for itself. And this one, 31st of March, 92. Intel had this hit on this guy on a bus, and he was in the crowd, and I didn't feel like picking him out, so I blew up the entire bus. Killed everybody, even the driver. That was a wild ride, if you know what I mean.
He rolls his sleeve back down, and I want to watch him die slowly for what he's done.
Anyway, point being, through all the sacrifices, I don't think I'd trade it for anything.
You're sick.
Oh, maybe so, but it's quite interesting, you have to admit. I mean, waking up every few years and the whole world being changed around you, it's quite the experience, if you ask me.
Never really found it that overwhelming. Not until now.
Well, you have to look at the beauty of it. The building's getting bigger, the computer's getting smaller, and for me, the beer getting worse and the women getting better.
None of that's important to me.
Well, my friend, I don't know what you spend your per diem on, but for me it's steak, smokes, and skanks.
No thanks.
Oh, come on. I thought we were having a good conversation. I mean, how often is it you get to meet someone who's just like you?
You're nothing like me.
He's psychotic, but he's a killer.
That's a damn shame, Nick, because I was hoping we would be better friends before we got down to business.
Sorry to disappoint you.
That's okay. I'm sure I'll run into someone else like us in the future. You know, I'm practically immortal. Now, you, on the other hand, You see, I like you. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Somewhat therapeutic. So here's what I do. You can run, you can hide, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But when I finish my beer, I'm going to kill you. So, suggest you take the advice and who knows, maybe we'll have some fun. Bottoms up.
Here we go.